go on, Sujata.
At the outset, let me make it very clear that after World War I and II, when the United Nations was formed, why was it formed? It was formed so that the world could come together. And from there on, democracy is something that is so treasured that there have been various organizations that have worked together to make sure that the world remains democratic largely. Now, therefore, we have nothing against global partnerships or developmental agencies and interaction with other agencies. When it comes to the Bharatiya Janata Party, they are the ones who have to answer because they have been in power for the last 11 years. And Ritangshu, is it not a failure of this government that they have to rely on what you call DOGE and I call DOGE, because this is simply dodging domestic issues and trying to take the attention away from there where people are asking questions of this government. And the fact is that the governments in the country, the state governments, wherever the Congress has been in power, have been destabilized by the Bharatiya Janata Party, and the government has used its power to do so. And today, when they are relying on Mr. Donald Trump, who is a friend of Mr. Modi's, whether it is deliberate or not deliberate, when he takes the name of Delhi instead of Dhaka, the question arises as to whether it is the country which is sovereign really for this Bharatiya Janata Party RSS combined. Because let us go back a little. You saw the video of one of Mr. Jaishankar's son with Smriti Irani, when she became a brand ambassador for USAID. So what we are saying today is that we need a white paper. Let's get a white paper and let us know who has got money for what, and let's make it very clear to people as to where and how the USAID funding has happened. And for the last 11 years, Mr. Modi's government didn't know what was happening, whether a lot of money was coming to the NGOs, whether he had taken, money from them, from USAID, to ensure that demonetization was placed. You remember that launch of that joint program that the government did with USAID? And there are a whole list of programs which they did with the USAID. So who has to answer these questions? Who has been in power for the last 11 years? The government must answer. And the biggest question is that when Mr. Modi, when he was not even Gujarat CM, and he was just an ordinary RSS worker, what had he gone in 1993 to the United States for? What was he doing over there with the American Council of Young Political Leaders, which was practically funded by the USAID? And we have grown up listening to this statement that RSS is America ka pittu. We have grown up listening to it. So clearly today the RSS and the BJP are exposed. Do you remember that Mrs. Indira Gandhi also never trusted the RSS for this very reason, because it was the USAID which obviously that
what I don't understand
must have been used by the BJP RSS and the ideological forefathers of the BJP to interfere in the country's affairs. It is clear that the RSS BJP will always rely on foreign forces to destabilize the democracy of this country.
So I find it fascinating. The BJP says it's the Congress which relies on foreign funding. So BJP says it's the Congress which relies on foreign funding. It has cited some incidents. The Congress says that historically the RSS has always been relying has been America's puppet or whatever to get foreign funding. Kishore,